let's calculate the present value of a loan. Sounds exciting. Now, when we talk about present value, we're talking about the current value of something, like right now, the present. So that could mean that if we have a set of payments, we can figure out, based off these set of payments and the parameters around the loan, what is the total value of the loan. Or, right, so these are two ways to do this. Or we can say, if we know the future value that we want, right, I want to buy a $200,000 house in 20 years, how much do I need to have right now to do that, right? So it's kind of like two different options. So if you have payments, so option one, where D is the monthly payment, and R is the annual percentage rate. N would be 12 because we make 12 monthly payments a year, and T is the number of years. This is the very fun formula, but this would give us the present value of the loan if we know the monthly payment and all the other pieces. Now, we're going to focus on this one here, the amount needed for a desired future value. So again, we would say this is the future value we want, the numerator. The denominator we divide by 1 plus the annual percentage rate. So again, R is the percentage rate. N would be 12 because again, we're making monthly payments. And T is the number of years. So if we say, okay, we want to, how much do we need now? What is the present value that we need right now in order to have some future value later? Okay, so this is the formula we are going to use. You want to buy a house in 6 years, and you're planning to put $20,000 as a down payment. How much should you put in the savings account now, earning 3.5% interest to ensure you will have $20,000 in 6 years? Okay, so first, let's just think about our formula. Present value, how much do we need to put in the account now to have $20,000? That's our future value. So 1 plus R over N raised to the N times T power. So before we do anything, let's go ahead and just see what we have. 20,000 is what we want. That is our future value. If I want $20,000 in 6 years, so T is 6, and my interest rate is 3.5%, which is 0.035 as a decimal. Okay, so now let's plug it into our formula. Present value is the future value over 1 plus 0.035 over 12 raised to the 12 times 6 power. Now, when you are working on this, I would highly recommend simplifying your exponent first. So 1 plus 0.035 over 12 raised to the 72nd power. That tends to be where a lot of people get into trouble. If you put this all in at one time, make sure that when you use your exponent, you put these in parentheses. That's super, super important. So now if you work this out, you can put this all in at one time. So if you put this into your calculator all at one time, it would look something like 20,000 divided by parentheses. Actually, and I would do another parentheses, 1 plus 0.035 divided by 12, end parentheses, caret 72, end parenthesis. Okay, so that's if you're doing it all at one time. If you are more of a two-time, you want to do it kind of separately, then you would just type in this piece, and it should give you 1.2333, and it goes on forever. Okay, either way, when you round to the nearest penny, you should get $16,216.64. So this is the present value. This is the present value that we need to put into an account now so that in 6 years we will have $20,000 ready for that down payment.